To be completely honest with you, I don't know what the title really means. Top 10 metal moments in classical music, but I guess we'll find out. Now, what I think they mean by metal is like your Stravinsky's. There was like dark, heavy passages, just like perhaps actually, or would it be more like the Valkyries, right? Or the Valkyries, like just epic. Dvorak, New World Symphony. I'm not sure what the title really means, but I guess, as I said, we will find out. I'll have the original one linked in the description down below. Please check out the original one before you watch my reaction to this. But I'm just very intrigued. I'm just very intrigued. So I thought, this caught my attention. I thought, why not react to it as well? So that's exactly what we're doing here. We're reacting to it as well. If you're wondering about the new setup, I'm currently like moving things around. My piano is currently back on my desk. Well, my electric piano is going back on my desk, so my laptop is kind of on top of it right now, and things are just being shifted around. So I don't know yet where things will stay, where things will go. My laptop doesn't really, the fan is not working as well, so you might hear it in the background. I'm gonna try and like edit that out, but yeah, just if you're wondering why things are shifting, why I'm standing, that's the reason why. Anyway, let's check this out. These are the honorable mentions. Okay. So it's more like epic. So okay. Got it. I've never been a fan of Bach, I'll be honest. Like I played, what did I play? I played a few Bach pieces, but just for technique. I'm a romantic fool. Alright. Can't lie. Sharp minor. Oh, miss me with that. Woo! Woo! 1 second. Okay. One second. I'm saving this video. I know it's an etude. Okay, I know that was an etude, obviously. I want to play it. I want to play it. It didn't seem too like it doesn't seem. It seems manageable. It seems manageable. Okay, I can't say it doesn't seem too. It doesn't look too difficult, but it looks manageable. Never heard of it. Etude in D sharp minor. Never heard of it. Interesting. Alright, let's go over to Vivaldi. I'm obviously familiar with Scriabin, but that's it. Woo! Okay, La Folia. Of course you have L. Koenig. You always have L. Koenig with everything. Top 10 hardest pieces? L. Koenig. Top 10 metal moments in classic music? L. Koenig. Like, come on, man. Who is the king? L. Koenig is the king. I like that Vivaldi piece. I'm... Look, alright. I've said this before, and I'll say it right now. For those that don't know. I do have a violin as well. But I've had, like, one lesson. And I was like, I can't afford. I was kind of stupid. I was like, I can afford both piano and violin. Then I had one lesson. I was like, I can't afford both. So I've had one lesson of violin and just like never really got back into it, but I always wanted to. So this year I'm actually gonna get back into it. Like I was planning in July to like get back into it because with the piano I kind of feel secure in what I'm doing. With the violin, obviously I would want to have some lessons. So just knowing more pieces besides the popular ones, your Paganinis and whatnot, are just to me very exciting, very interesting because those are going to be pieces, especially like from something like this. Because when you hear Vivaldi, you think of the four seasons, right? Especially like winter and summer. And I'm a child of winter, so you'll know that I'm going with the winter one when I'm ever learning Vivaldi. But yeah, the more pieces, the merrier. Let's get forward to number 8, Erlkönig, the piano version. Similar pieces, A tuned in C sharp minor and C minor. I just love that theme. I just like Erlkönig. I really do. I just like Erlkönig, whether it's the violin version or the piano version. And I only heard of like Erlkönig from Two Set Violin. Them playing the the violin version, and then I realized, wait, there is a piano version as well. List. Always adding more to my list of things that I want to play one day. Anyway, Bartok, Stravinsky, The Rite of Spring, of course. Look, we've listened to one Bartok song on this channel. I haven't done that many classic music reactions, but we have done one Bartok, which was the string quartet. My first string quartet ever. It's the only string quartet I've ever listened to. The only thing I can say of Bartok is just constantly attacking you, just constantly attacking you, just constantly attacking you. And that's kind of all you can really take away from Beli Bartok. So this one. Miraculous Mandarin. I can definitely feel the Rite of Spring. That one should have been called The Flight of the Bumblebee. The Flight of the Wasp. That's what it should have been called. That really sounded like a bee or like a wasp flying around. Similar to Chaconne in D minor. Oh yeah, piece de clavier, number 11, Le Vertigo. Excuse me? You sly bastard. And I mean it in the nicest way possible. And that's why it only showed this right here. I was like, is that it? Are you sure? Is that all you're showing? And that's why it only showed this right here. So you don't see what's coming next. Almost feel like that's what it feels like. Planets, of course. You need to have Mars in there. Mars. One day I'd like to react to the planets. Maybe. I am familiar with one or two of them. But One day I just like to sit down, just listen and just react to the planets. Yep. Oh, I've expected that one. Right off spring, Stravinsky. It just sounds so good. It just sounds so good. Mr. Stravinsky. The heavy metal of classical music, so to speak. I should have guessed that somehow winter was gonna be here, so if summer being here doesn't surprise me. Again, when you think of Vivaldi, honestly, the only pieces that I know are his Four Seasons, and out of those, the ones that I feel like everyone knows are like summer or winter, so summer being here doesn't surprise me at all. As I said though, I'm a winter kid, just saying. And similar words to a winter. Remember how I just said, like, I don't know if I watched on me, but remember how I said like 5 minutes ago, the only Bartok song, the only Bartok piece that I know is the string quartet. There is the string quartet. Look, if you want to hear my in-depth thoughts about it, as I said, I reacted to the whole string quartet, all movements. So we're listening to the fifth one, Allegro Molto, which is actually the one that I heard, which got me into wanting to listen to the entire string quartet. It was the fifth one. Just kind of the beginning there. That one. Because reminding me of like a Zelda piece. That's honestly what made me want to listen to it, because it sounded like I don't know if anyone is familiar with it, but it sounded like a Zelda Ocarina of Time Fire Temple, you're fighting against a dragon kind of song. That's what it sounded like in my head. I don't know whether that's the case, but that's what it sounded like in my head, which is why I wanted to listen to it. I wonder what number one is. So good. I wish wish I was proficient at just more instruments, so I could play all of this myself. Let me know if you want to see violin progress update videos when I start to learn it. How can you not like this? It just sounds like violence. Alright. I should have guessed that it was going to be Shostakovich. I wouldn't know which piece because I haven't really heard any Shostakovich pieces, but I should have guessed this. String Quartet, number 8, Allegro molto. Bro, what did you go through in your childhood, bro? Peak. Peak. Ah, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of all the people that get to hear Stravinsky. I kind of want to listen to that Shostakovich string quartet now. I really do. I really do. But I want to hear more from Shostakovich. I want to hear like. I don't know. He's like, as I said, he's like the heavy metal of the classical world, I guess you could say. But because I'm not that familiar with, like, as I said, I'm not that familiar with violin music just because I don't play that instrument as much at all. I don't really have like an attachment to it yet, so I don't really. It doesn't like pull me in just yet. So I really want to like listen to Shostakovich because it feels like he just went through trauma. That's what it feels like. Like he just, as a young boy, he was like, he woke up and he was like, man, this world sucks. And I'm going to write about the world sucking. The world is on fire and I'm going to write about that. That's what it feels like, honestly. So I really want to like see more and hear more and listen to more and understand more. That's kind of like my thought process right now. And I don't know whether anyone else feels that way, but I'm definitely going to like check out some Shostakovich music. And I'll be back with more. Let me know what you all think. Let me know if there's any specific pieces that I should check out. Again, when it comes to violin pieces or other instruments, I'm not familiar with them. When it comes to piano, for the most part, you know, you can throw most pieces at me and I, you know, recognize at least. But there are obviously not genres, but obviously periods that I like more. Specifically, romantic period I listen to a lot more. Your Liszt, your Chopin, you know, those are obviously two that I very much enjoy. With my favorite piece of all time coming from Chopin. And just in general, Liszt having a lot of pieces that I very much enjoy listening to. My favorite piece, by the way, in case you don't know, is the ballade, the first one. I know it's not the most difficult of pieces, so to speak. But it's a piece that just gravitates me. When I started the piano, just a little bit of background, I guess. When I started the piano, I had 5 pieces that I really wanted to learn. And that really got me into playing. Moonlight Sonata, the first movement. Gerudo Valley from Zelda. I mentioned Zelda earlier. I mentioned Zelda again. So Moonlight Sonata, first movement. Gerudo Valley, Chopin Ballade, Liebestraum. And I always forget the 5th one. Appassionata, third movement. Appassionata, the third movement by Beethoven. So you can tell Beethoven, you know, with the Moonlight Sonata and then Appassionata. I already wanted to jump in. And it's not because I'm German, right? It's just that I just heard those songs, those pieces. I keep saying song. I heard those pieces when I was young. I heard Moonlight Sonata on a TV show when I was on a cartoon actually when I was very young. Okay, look. 6-year-old me, you have to remember, right? 6 or 5-year-old me, right? I just came home from like kindergarten, right? I was sitting at home watching TV, cartoons, anime. You get the gist. Detective Conan comes on, right? And I think it's like episode 19 or something. It's like very early on in the show, and I'm just like, I don't know if I like the show yet or not. I like detectives, and I want to become detective because Sherlock Holmes is my hero, but I don't know if I like the show yet. And there's like one case where like this pianist who committed a crime gets caught and just accepts her fate and essentially is like locked in essentially like sets the building on fire. It's just like a case that like stuck out to me when I was a kid. Sets the building on fire while she's inside and she just plays the piano and just plays Moonlight Sonata, and I'm just like, whoa, that stuck with me. And I wanted to become a pianist back then, but didn't work out. I didn't have a piano. I didn't have the funds. My parents didn't have the funds. So, you know, we never did. We're not becoming a pianist, but that's why that piece always stuck out to me. Like, even like 20 years later, it stuck out to me. I was like, whoa, I need to learn this one day, and then I did. So that was a milestone off my bucket list. Checked off. Anyway, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see all of you in the next one. Everyone, let me know what you want to see next. I'll see all of you then. Peace out. Have a nice day. And as always, cheerio and bye.